Yes. Welcome to the G Spot. I am your host, G Baby. Today we are in the House of Full Figured Curves and also assisted by the House of Tinkle. She'll be coming on. But today, it's a very, very special guest that is very, very close to my heart. My sibling, my sister, my AKA mom, my critic. I can go on and go on. But Tiara J, that's Tyera, those who don't know how to spell it. She's been having that trouble by years. But how you doing, my sister?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm trying to shed this weight off, man.
Whatever, you've been saying it for years.
Don't start already, okay? But we wanted just to get into the entrepreneurship. You have been in the hair business a very, very long time, and you also launched your own boutique.
Yes.
And let's just go and start, because I know you could take, let me get this word right, cosmetology?
Yes.
In high school.
Yes, you can.
But you didn't take it in high school.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you took it and when you...
After I graduated high school.
Okay.
I took it. Your mother found a cosmetology school.
Your ass is gonna do something, right? Okay.
She gave me a little break after I graduated high school. But in school, of course, we was doing everybody's hair, you know. But no, I didn't think I was gonna do hair when I got out of high school. So how I got out of high school, I really wanted to go to nursing school.
Okay.
But I didn't do that. So your mother found me a cosmetology school, and she was like, "Well, you gonna go here?" Da, da, da. So I went. I started going to school.
The school name and where it goes?
The school is Spectrum Beauty Academy on Duke Street.
Okay.
So I went there full time because they have part time too, but I went full time. So if you go full time, you finish a little early.
Okay.
So I did no more than maybe like 6 to 8 months. Not even that really. It wasn't that long.
Right.
So once I started the hair school, I ended up, they did job placements. Okay. And that's how I got my first job, being a shampoo assistant at Sister Salon. Okay. Off of Little River. So I started there. I was a shampoo assistant for a couple of hairstylists or whatever.
But you really hate shampooing hair, correct?
Oh, I hate it now. But so I started with that. But at the time, being a shampoo assistant, I still was in school. Okay. Then I was starting to go study for my test to state board. Mm-hmm. So the state board, Lord Jesus, I would never take that test ever again.
glad you got that over with. Is it really that hard?
The practical was easy, but the theory, I feel like the theory test, they had more nail questions than anything. Like, okay. I'm not going to be doing nails, but you had to know, certain nail diseases and stuff like that. And it was like, I am not doing nails, but I don't know what the test is now, but when I took it, that's what it was a lot on there.
So it was different categories.
Yes.
But you really get it's one certification, but it covers a lot of...
Yeah, it covers a lot.
So it was hair,
nails, nail diseases, what else it was, it was a couple of little things on there. I can't remember. And once I took it, I was done with it. I ain't need to.
As long as you pass whatever score you needed to pass. Right.
Because I think the theory is like almost I think it's 100 questions. Okay. For the theory. The practical was, of course, that was easy because that was hands-on. But the theory, it took me a couple of times to pass it, but I ended up passing it.
Oh, it did take you a couple of times?
The practical, I passed on the first go round, but that theory, it's serious. You really got to study. But the thing about the theory, at the time, they would let you take notes on like the questions and stuff. So when you did come back, you would figure out which. Yeah,
it'd be familiar.
You'd be familiar with it. So that was a good thing. Now I don't know what they changed. If they changed anything, I got my license back in 2007.
Right. Yeah.
So things probably changed by now. I'm not for sure. Who's to say? I won't even look at it. I mean, I don't even know what the cosmetology book have inside
Yeah,
now.
right.
So I'm not even trying to look, but for the most part, but when you do fail the test, of course you gotta pay to keep taking it or whatever.
Okay.
So I end up passing that, and then the owner offered me a chair.
Okay.
At the time, of course, it was commission salon.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, pretty much most of the time with commission salon, they're supposed to give you clients, people supposed to, because back then it wasn't no social media for you to build a platform.
Right, right.
So, you know, we had, you kind of
So
had to put.
You was getting it out the mud.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I really had to build my clientele.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you know, the shop gave you clients too.
Yeah.
So, you know, depending on what you do and, you know, whatever. So this is the time when the yellow pages were still out.
Okay.
The owner was still putting ads in the yellow pages, and people would come in with the ads and stuff. But like I say, just word of mouth. You had to get your name out there. Like I said, it was no social media or anything like that for me to promote my hairstyles. I just had to put my name out there. So I kind of built a name for myself doing hair. I learned a lot because pretty much in hair school, they teach you the book work.
Right.
But a lot of stuff, once I got into the salon, I seen stuff totally different.
Okay.
You know, I had to.
I always say that it's hard to take something from a book and put it into reality.
Yeah.
Reality is reality. You can't stop that. Some stuff that's in the book, it just doesn't transfer.
Exactly. Because the book teaches you to pass the test. It really don't teach you to how to do hair. Well, you know, especially with us, you know, we always coming up with something, so it's a little bit different. So yeah, so once I got to the salon, I learned more stuff and learned how to do different stuff. Okay. So, but you know, we weren't learning that at hair school, even though it was a black hair school. Yeah. But like I said, it was more showing you the book work.
Right.
What you needed to know to pass the test, this and that, you know, just the basic.
Yeah.
You know, so once you get in the salon, you're looking and learning like, oh, I didn't know, oh, okay, that's new. I didn't learn that in school.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to cut short haircut at the salon. They didn't teach me that in hair school. No. So, you know, so it was a lot of stuff and I'm one of them type of person, like you show me once, I'll kind of get it and then, you know, practice with it or whatever. So a lot of stuff I did learn at the salon.
You think the school concentrates on the safety and stuff versus the style, doing a style or learning?
Yeah, they don't really teach you how to style.
Okay.
They're gonna teach you, like I said, they're gonna teach you the basics. You know, it was just the basics of just learning the basics in the book. Okay. Everything just went by the book in school. Right. You know, and you still had to learn how to do nails. You still, you know, just stuff like that because that's what was on the test. Did
you have any interest in really learning how to do nails or even pursuing a nail career?
No, sir.
Shout out to those nail techs.
Yeah, I give it to y'all.
Tiara J is out of your lane. But you love getting your nails done.
Yeah, well, now I do. I get to. It's everything. I hate getting my hair done. I hate getting my nails done. But I mean, it comes with, you know. Yeah. So, but for the most part, no, I didn't care to do nails. I didn't come here to learn how to do nails. But that's part of that was part of the school. You had to do this. You had to get hours, you know, signatures for certain stuff, for stuff like that. So that was that for the most part. But like I said, you learn a lot more so in being in a salon. Like I always tell people, you know, even though you go to hair school, try to work at a salon because you're going to learn so much more. Like I said, they just prepare you for the test.
Yeah.
You know, of course you learn certain things. You're like, okay, you know, I didn't know that, you know, certain stuff, especially with color and stuff.
So it needs to be more like an apprenticeship style. Because apprenticeship
they still have if you can go and do apprenticeship, I would prefer that more so than the school because in the apprenticeship you're actually inside the salon. Okay. So you would get a better feel of everything. You would see how everything works. You know. Yeah. You learn different stuff. You learn different stuff from different stylists. You know, and stuff like that. So that was a good thing. So I learned a lot once I got out of hair school. Just working in a salon, just being a shampoo assistant because I was working for like maybe 3 or 4 stylists at the time. And then once she offered me the chair, because I was working on going to get my license and stuff. Okay. And she offered me a chair and I was getting clients, building my clientele. I was working 7 days a week. Yeah. I was hustling. Yeah. You know.
Your dad thinks there's something in the chemicals That's why you came home with an attitude
With
all the time. Shout out to our father who came up with that myth.
So,
but yeah, we remember it.
So I work. No, at first the salon wasn't open on Saturdays. I worked the 6 days a week. Just hustling and grinding because I had to build up my clientele. And like I said, we work with so many females. So when that phone call come in, you're hoping that you will get the next client,
Yeah,
and then once you got that client, you had to figure out how to keep that client.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because sometimes the client will come to you one time and then that's it,
Yeah.
And you just, they might say they liked it or whatever, but that's not guaranteed they're going to come back. And you don't own no client. You don't own no client.
No.
So if you seen your client come in and she wants to another person, you can't be mad.
Yeah.
That's her money. She can spend her money wherever she want. And a lot of clients did hop around in a lot of chairs. So it was just like,
because
she be back.
That's just the store, how the store operate. Well, the salon operated.
Yeah, if they call, they'll ask for a certain stylist. She might have been your client maybe once or twice, but she might have wanted to go to somebody else in the salon.
Okay.
So you really couldn't get mad because you can't really say that's my client.
Yeah.
These clients.
But do you blame them for going to different people for different stuff?
I think I don't blame them. It's just like once somebody gets to know your hair, and then you go to somebody else, they don't really know your hair.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so we have learned it. We have trained it to do just trying to get your hair on the right track, and then you go jump into somebody else's chair, and they don't know nothing about your hair.
That same and to piggyback off you, that same thing with a barber. Like you can a barber know your joint, and then your barber go out of town and your shit come back. Shout out to my barber, Devin Farmer. He say he could tell when
somebody else.
He'd be like, George, you been cheating. I was like, man, you was out of town. What did you want me to do? But
I always feel like as a client should have a backup stylist. If you can trust that person, because like I said, your stylist might be booked up, or she might be out of town, or anything can happen. So you should always have it's nothing wrong with having a backup stylist. Like if I can't get to her, I will go to such and such. But just stay in between them two, because at this point they know your hair.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But see, when you jump around, these people don't know your hair.
No.
And another thing with clients, I learned, like once y'all get home, we don't know what y'all do to y'all hair.
Right.
So y'all so quick to blame it on the stylist. You can't do that, because once you leave here, I don't know what you're doing.
Right.
I ain't seen you in 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Do some of your clients tell you they're about to do this to their hair, about to do that to their hair, or they just come in like, hey, surprise, I did something out of the ordinary. You washing their hair and they coming out like Tina Turner.
So sometimes with clients, because like I said, you know your client, you've been working on having this client for a while, so you start knowing something. What happened to your hair?
Right.
And they'd be like, well, so I was and it'd be like, it's all. It's just like you just don't really go back and forth, because like I said, it's sometimes that you might have to do stuff at home. If you can't afford to come to the hair salon right now, so people do stuff at home, which I totally understand, but it's like just
grab a wig.
Yeah, no, but everybody don't like wearing wigs.
Man, gentlemen, we do bear with women with the wig game. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep fighting for the natural, but that wig is a different thing. That wig and that bonnet.
Yeah, so I always try to tell people, once you find a stylist, try to stick with your stylist. I understand now with the everything is something always new. Some people that's like really into hair like to try different things, so they'll go to different stylists, like, oh, let me try her because she can do this. But ask your stylist first if she can do it. If you've been going to that person for a long, ask your stylist, well, too, try it on me. If you really, what I'm saying? Have that conversation with your stylist first, and then if she can't, and she just be like, I can't do it, then I suggest you such and such. It's nothing wrong with
reference from somebody, she still has some familiarity with your hair.
Yeah. Okay. So, because everything is like social media. So your filing stylist is over social media. Just because you see something. But you might not get that same experience that person got in that chair. Yeah. You might get a whole different experience. Your hair might not turn out the same way. So people don't realize that they see something, but it's like, you don't have that type of hair. Your texture is not that. So people they just run to, just when they see it, they just like, oh, I'm about to go to her. you know, and a lot of stylists probably don't have their license, which is okay because now they have the whole natural thing, the certificates and stuff like that, which is nothing wrong with that, you know. But it's a lot of younger girls coming up in the game and whatever, but I think people don't touch on, you know, just being professional.
Okay.
You know, a lot of young girls are not professional. You know, you're overbooking yourself, or you're doing this just to say you book, but that you can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But personally, I have older clients. I don't really have too many young clients.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing hair for a long time, and I had a lot of people follow me too.
Yeah.
So, you know, but you lose clients. You know, you gain them. People move. Somebody might do better than you.
Right.
You know, or you might like, I might not be the stylist for you. Okay, cool.
There's enough money out here for everybody.
Exactly. So it's just like, you know, but one thing, be professional around your clients, you know. I know when we was in this old salon, you know, Stephanie's like, get off the phone, and you know, and I get it now as I got older, and you started like, okay, these clients notice a lot of stuff. I understand, you know, nowadays appointments are through your phone, so you might have to stop and get on your phone and, you know, little stuff like that.
Because we was talking about a barber just as much as a hairstylist. You, the doctor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything. Counselor, relationship advice, all that.
Yeah.
You know, so we hear stories. It's funny.
But
it's
crazy though. You know, you're not very talkative. So how did you transition to being a listener and giving advice and all that?
No, I'm not a talkative person, but just. Your clients just engaging with you, so you're like, okay, I have to talk to my client or whatever, make them feel comfortable. You know, that too. You know, so as I got more into the game, and you know, and like I said, I had a lot of older clients, so you know, they like to talk. You know, but I don't have too many younger clients. So,
do you think it's a difference in how the amount of tip you're gonna get from being engaged and not being engaged?
No, not really. I don't think so. They're gonna tip you. They not you. They not. It's just plain and simple.
Right. So let's talk about the commission base. Those who don't know, it might be let me get my math together. It's 35, 65.
No,
45, 55.
It's normally it's some. It depends. It can be 50-50.
Okay.
40-60 or 70-30.
All right.
And sometimes
you would never go back to.
No, I wouldn't. I was young when I started. I was 18. I didn't know no better. This is literally
18 when you got the chair.
No, it was 18 just starting in the salon. Okay. I didn't get the chair till like the next year. No, I probably was still 18 when I got the chair.
Now I
can't think of how long I was an assistant. I was an assistant maybe for a whole full year. Maybe, I'm guessing.
Well, when you got paid to do, let's talk about you. Let's go back. Let's talk about you washing hair, because you also folded towels.
Yeah, and we had to keep the towels up. You know, being an assistant, you know, make sure the bowls are clean and stuff like that. Making sure towels are done. Making the shampoo is filled up. Making conditioner, stuff like that. But when we first started, we were supposed to write down, like, she had a list of how much you get paid for certain things you did on the list. Okay. Like, you know, putting color in hair, or, you know, shampoo and blow drying, blah, blah, blah. So you had to write that up. So it was like you write up a little ticket and you give it to your stylist, and then she'll just pay you. So you're supposed to get paid cash.
Every weekly or?
No, every day.
How did it feel to get paid cash at that young age? I remember you came over that bank room. Where you get all that money from?
Because, I mean, at the end, because first of all, I never had a job. I never filled out an application. Never had to write a resume.
I think you.
I worked at the daycare. Me and my friend, my best friend. When we was in high school, this is like 12th grade. So we was like, we're gonna get us a job, and we was gonna work at the daycare. But it was like right after school. The daycare didn't close at 6, so we had to be there from like 3 to 6.
Okay.
Then we was like, dang, we can't go outside, hang out. So what we gonna do?
How many days did that last?
I think we only worked there for like 2 days.
Shout out to the tip.
So we only worked there for 2 days. We was like, dang, we can't do nothing after school. We're going to have to go straight to work. You know, we can't hang out. We can't do none of that.
Yeah.
So throughout high school, I didn't have a job or nothing. I didn't have, mommy, she never forced us to work. Like, it wasn't oh, focus on school and whatever. Mm-hmm. So when we did, we didn't end up working at the daycare no more. So once we graduated, I had a little time. She was like, well, when you get out of school, I'll give you like a month or two and you figure out what you want to do. And that's when she figured out the school or whatever. Okay. And then I started working there, but I never had to fill out the application as sisters, but that was it. Okay. I didn't need a resume or anything like that. She talked to us because we was the school did job placements. No. So she already knew I was doing hours. I was going to school and stuff like that. Right. So and it's funny because when I told her who my father was, Stephanie already knew our father. Oh, shit. So that was that was crazy. I was like, who he don't know, but I started and then I have been working there. I rocked with Stephanie until I think I started 2005 all the way up until 2013. Okay. Then we had to leave. She ended up closing down that one, and then we went to the mall, and I was still with her with the mall because we ended up moving out that location. And
and we know you wasn't on commission.
No, once we left there from commission, we went to booth rent because at that point we was in somebody else's shop. Okay. So we went to
Now, when you went to booth rent, you seen more of your money?
Yeah, definitely seen more of my money.
But you had to pay for your tools and own shampoo and all that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you had to buy your own products, own everything. So that wasn't, because when we was at sister, we still kind of had to do that. Okay. We still had to buy our own products and stuff like that. So
even when you was on commission.
Yeah.
Vicious. I understand. She's trying to give you guys some jewels, so understand. Even though she was on commission, she still had to buy her own products, which I know from talking to other stylists that when you're on commission, the store purchases those things and you're able to use those items.
Yes.
All right. Yes. And then you move to booth rent where it makes sense that you're paying more of your money, but you have to pay for your items to be used.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I working with her. She didn't have to offer me a chair, so I greatly appreciate that. And I just been working ever since and building my clientele, so I really appreciate you for her even giving me the opportunity. Because, who's to say where I, would have landed up or what other salon placement or whatever.
Right. So you was in the game and then you moved to Lemon. Did you attempt to ever sell hair? Because I know that's
I did a little bit here and there for my clients. I never got into. If I knew what I knew back then, I definitely would have pushed it more. Right. But it's cool. I did it here and there for my clients. The hair game changed, so it's like it's enough money out here, but then there's also a lot of competition. Okay. At the end of the day, everybody's doing the same thing. You just figure out how you gonna sell it.
Yeah, you're niche,
that's just pretty much what that is. So, it was. I did it. I sold it for my clients, to my clients for the most part. So it was good.
But you didn't market it like.
No, I didn't. No, no, I didn't do it.
Right. So from Landmark, you end up going to.
We end up moving to Phoenix Suites. Okay. Because Landmark Mall closed.
Okay. Which is that you were in your own space now.
Well, yeah. So originally it was 4 of us, and then I moved in. It ended up being the 2 of us in the suite. Mm-hmm. And then during the pandemic, I told myself, I was like, look, I'm not going back to Phoenix Suites, even though we didn't have to pay anything during the whole time we were out for the month, which was fine. So I was just like, I don't want to go back. Okay. Because at this point, I have the boutique, which I'm doing out the house. So I'm like, I need a little bit more room because it's like things are getting,
intense,
and
it moved fast.
It moved fast,
because we before the boutique, you always you call it a boutique. but you were doing just shirts with sweater with full figure curves.
Yeah, well, no, I had Curry Mob at first.
Curry Mob, okay.
We did Curry Mob for a little bit, which was actually did pretty good. I wish, I moved a little bit more with that. But then we switched over, and that's when I started. Because I always said, I don't want a boutique because I feel like everybody's selling the same thing or whatever.
Right.
So I was just like, well, if I do, I'm going to try to find some different stuff that can be different, you know, which is, but like I said, it's okay if somebody sells the same thing as you. You just figure out how you gonna sell it.
Right.
You know,
because you were kind of grandfathered in with the following because you already was posting pictures.
Yeah. So when I first started Full Figure Curves page, it was just a page just to post up my little styles and stuff like that. Just being as a plus size girl.
Okay.
So the plus size thing is really getting big now. So I started doing that, and I started gaining a following, No, I never thought to have 100K followers. I mean, it's people out here that got millions of followers, but, but the, at that time I was consistent.
Okay.
So the key to that in building a following is being consistent and posting and engaging and all that,
Right.
So it's a lot with that. And then, just getting dressed and putting an outfit together and putting a look in. It's like, all right, I'm over
tedious work.
It's too much.
Okay.
So I was doing that real heavy for a while.
Because you was offered, well.
So before they start, so with that, before they start really offering money to people to post and stuff, first they were just sending you free clothes.
Okay.
So I did Fashion Nova. I did another boutique. I know a couple, like Pretty Little Thing reached out to me, and a lot of little boutiques reached out to me. I just never, with the DMs be so much, so it was a lot of stuff that I couldn't see.
Okay.
So it was like, oh, I didn't know they reached out to me, or and stuff like that. So at that point, that's when the whole paid thing started coming about.
Okay.
And then it was like, at one point I was like, so what do you really charge? Like, I don't know how to how do you work, because I wasn't really into all that. So it was just like I just really be posting pictures, and it's like when you get into that, they want the picture posted at a certain time, it comes with a lot.
Rules and regulations.
And it's like some days I don't even feel like getting dressed, so you not about to make me
bad my ass.
You're a hater. It's some days I don't even feel like getting dressed, so that means I have to get up, do my hair, look like something, not necessarily put a full face on, but some days I ain't want, so it's like, y'all want this posted up at us? No, I can't. That ain't gonna work for me.
So after Curvy Mom and the pandemic, you started.
So the pandemic. So when we got back, I had started searching. I was like, okay, I'm gonna find me a spot. So that way, because at first, originally with the spot that I have now, I was going to turn it into a store, kind of where people can kind of come in and stuff. But then I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. So I feel like, because I still do hair. So I feel like, okay, that means I gotta be here every day. But I was going to make it for people to come. You would literally have to make an appointment to come in and stuff like that.
Kind of like a personal stylist.
But you still shop.
Stuff that you could choose from stuff that I chose, that I got.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm still a part-time stylist too. So it can be overwhelming sometimes. I'm trying to keep up with my clients. Yeah. I really don't take new clients. So if you do contact me, somebody had to give you my number. Okay. So it's not, I don't promote it anywhere. I don't promote it or anything like that. So, which is okay. I'm fine with it because I'm kind of trying to get out the hair game. Okay. I love it because that's all I know, but it's like, I'm a little over it now. So it's like, okay, I'll do my, regulars, and they always like, don't leave. And I'm like, Tiana can do your hair. Right. My other business partner.
Yeah. Keep the money in house.
Yeah. I'm like, Tiana, she's up there. She can do it.
She's shown her skills.
So y'all know, exactly. So you can go to her. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't just send you to anybody and be like, Yeah. So with that being said, it's like I'm slowly getting out the game a little bit. Because when people text me, they still ask me, "You still do hair?" I be like, "Dang, what should I say?" First, what you getting done? What you trying to get done?
Yeah, because shout out to my man Bobby Lou. He don't really tap no more, but he said if the price is right, he step out.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people, if you've been in the game for a long time, you really only come out if the price is right. Which is not wrong. It's just that you've been doing something for so long.
Yeah, it has to be worth the money.
Yeah,
I get it. I totally get it. So I understand that, but I definitely, hair is all I know. To be honest, like I said, I never had another job. I never had to fill out an application. I never had to write up a resume or anything like that. I've been hustling. Like the hair game is a hustle. Yeah. You gotta hustle to get clients. You gotta put your name out there. You gotta improve your work. You gotta step your game up. You gotta keep up with what's going. And it's a lot. No, I don't do everything. Okay. And I'll tell you, no, I'm not the stylist for you for that. Yeah. So it's just like I can keep up with the new stuff, but I just choose not to.
Okay, that's just
this is not
something
original.
I want to do. A lot of people original.
Yeah,
I think Black, he don't really speak about him. He's original. He gonna give you a nice clean cut with a nice shape up, and that's equivalent to any design or anything that someone's trying to
exactly.
get.
Like
so you can make someone with a basic weave look as just as much as all that other
exactly. And it's a lot of people that just still basic. A lot of people are not into that. So like I said, I have a lot of older clients, so they can't go to work looking hair all crazy, all these colors and stuff like that. So that's just mainly how it works. Okay. So I don't have to be doing all that extra stuff. Yeah. But
so when you open the boutique, they say a lot of the first thing is the paperwork. It's a hassle. And you recently, that I know of, inside school, people didn't know where to start from, and you actually had a class. Let's talk about that.
So I actually, the girl that I used to do pictures for a boutique, she really helped me out. She gave me the, she kind of gave me the game of how to go about it, how to do it. Look, this is what you need to do. She was just like, if you really want to do it, I'll help you. Okay. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, okay. So she showed me everything. We met up. She told me what I needed to get and everything like that. So I went forward with everything, got everything I needed, So it was just, so what I did was try, because people were DMing me to, like sell your vendors list and this and that. And I'm just like, I'm not ready to sell it.
Right.
Because it's like, I can give it to you, but are you able to have access to what I have access? I can give you a list, but you might not have the stuff to access that site.
Now, shout out to my old coach Bobby Loudon. He was saying, man, I asked. He said, make your own drill book. And I said, why don't you just give me yours? He said, no, I have equity in that. And like you say, you doing all the research and all that, and it's no for you. It's no shade or no hate. It's just that you have built a lot of equity into what you put out there. And you're just not gonna just give someone your business. Now, if you find it, that's on you. Yeah. And you might find the same items, but it's like you say, it still is all about how you sell it and how you promote it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's not nothing to get a vendor's list, but I'm just like, you're not understanding when I look at stuff every day, daily on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot.
Right.
And everything you pick, that don't mean it's going to sell.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're kind of going off of stuff that you might like, but that's not necessarily what the customer might like. So, everything is a hit or miss.
You are having a class, what was it, like 3-day course?
No, it's a 1-day course, but what I have learned, though, with that, it's actually, I don't know if I was able to do like a big group of people because it's very hands-on. And I'm giving you the whole breakdown, but I'm not telling you how to market or nothing like that. It's not that. It's literally just getting you started. Because it's a lot to get started.
Yeah, it's an intro. It's
a lot to get started.
Hey, I need to plug intro to 4-figure curves. I need percentage.
Whatever.
Right.
So it's a lot, just paperwork wise, because it's a lot of stuff that you didn't know you needed to access certain sites.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Don't get me wrong. You can find you a nice, the manufacturers off of, China and all that. If you can find you a good one from there, hey. Yeah. But a lot of that stuff is hit or miss too.
Yeah.
So you don't know. me personally, people do a lot of drop shipping.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't suggest doing drop shipping on clothes because you would need to always see the product.
Okay.
You need to know, make sure it's right, the quality is
A1.
good. You know, sizing is right, all that, because that's the hard part. Yeah. You know, making sure it fits, and it goes a lot. It's a lot that goes into it. You got to take pictures. You got to, you know, inventory. You know, when you're shipping, when your shipment coming. Yeah. You know, stuff like that. Because keeping up with shipping.
And to be honest, you have no assistance.
No, I don't. I do everything by myself.
from picking it out to receiving it to shipping.
Yes. To selling it, to make it, like every sale I get. You
call my phone to carry these heavy ass bags. I'm gonna charge you about a pound.
I do this one. Eventually, I'm gonna build me a team, but I have, you know, I don't know. I have a hard time trusting people.
Which is okay. Yeah.
Which is okay, because it's like, you know, people. At the end of the day, you gotta go hard for your business, no matter what. You know, people might not, you know, feel the same way about your business like you do. So it's like,
Karen.
Karen, you know. So eventually I want to do that, build me a good team. Because I feel like if I do build me a team, I could probably go farther. Yeah. But right now, I mean, I literally do everything on my own. I promote on my own. Every sale I get on my own. I don't have no ambassador. I don't have nobody I send clothes to or anything like that. Everything I do by myself. And I mean, it's been working out. It gets overwhelming sometimes because, like I say, I'm still doing hair too part time, so I'm trying to keep up with my clients, you know, stuff like that. And like, okay, gotta get orders out, gotta keep up. Let me go on the internet and get some inventory, like finding stuff, and it's a lot, especially doing it by myself. But eventually, I do want to build me a team, and but it can be overwhelming when you're doing it by yourself, though. Okay. Because I pack orders. I literally do everything. Yeah. Everything.
I mean, when that paper come in, it feels good.
Yeah, it do.
It do. Let's speak things into existence in the future for Full Figure Curves. What can we expect? Now I know I'm in your ear like, Cheer, just get a storefront. It'll be profitable. But have you given that a thought?
Yeah, I have given it a thought. I am working on doing a storefront, but I wouldn't do it in Virginia. I would do my storefront in Maryland. Okay. First and foremost, a lot of my customers are from Maryland. Right. I get them from different states, Atlanta, you know, different, you know, all over.
I mean, it makes sense. You already live in Virginia, so you will cover it in another state, another city.
Yeah, that I know I'm going to
blossom.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
you know.
Right, yeah.
So I'm working on that. If I do that, even though I still have this space here, but yeah, I'm working on some things, and eventually I want to come out my own custom line, clothing line. So I'm working on that. It's hard, but I'll figure it out. Right. I'll figure it out.
Those, what is it, seamstress?
So you gotta find a manufacturer. You gotta find
DM Full Figure Curves if you are a seamstress. You know,
it's a lot. It's a lot, but I work on it. I'm all day, every day. I'm on my laptop looking up stuff, figuring stuff out. I learn stuff. You learn stuff as you go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
So you're a lot of self-talk.
Yes. You know, I take advice from people that's, you know, gonna give me, you know, help me give me the game. Like I said, the girl that helped me even start and where to look and how, you know, how to do everything. That was a blessing because she didn't have to do that. No, you know, right. It's funny because then I started doing her hair and then, you know, so we kind of built a relationship. So, you know, she's a realtor now, matter of fact. So, but other than that, I know what I want to do. I know where I'm trying to go. So, but eventually I'll get there. Yeah.
And let's talk about some of the, before we go, some of the fashion events you attended.
Dang. You know what? It's funny. I only attended one fashion event, and that was some years ago.
And that was?
It was in D.C. I don't remember what it was called, though.
The fashion show?
Yeah, I remember.
I know they was talking about Eat Soldiers jacket for the varsity jacket for $1,000.
But I mean, what was wrong with that?
That's what I say.
The quality of the jacket was probably worth it.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. So it's like y'all, you can't. I said it's just why? You gonna buy it or not? If it's good quality, why not buy it? You know what I'm saying?
Because when I started selling my G-Spot shirt, I'm gonna let y'all know now it's competition. No, my phrase is no gilding. A lot of y'all out here be selling gilding. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to tell you, you wash that gilding once, that joint going to shrink down 2 sizes.
But
so I don't care. No gilding. No gilding.
People gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, but don't sell me no $35 shirt and that joint gilding. That's just not cool. If you gonna spend 15 to make 25, or spend 20 to make 50. Don't spend no dollar to make 40. I will post your shit and let you know about it and tag you. I'm on your ass, all right? So shout out to them that's coming to the game. But you also attended. I don't want to say what you went to LA for it. Is it the magic show?
Oh no, I went to Vegas for the magic show. I did that 1 year. You know, it's nothing you have to pay for. You just have to have a registered business and go. It's open to, so it's pretty much open to people that have a registered business.
And a lot of top clothing lines that people that wear that they don't know that they be in attendance too.
Yes,
buying
they
stuff
do.
From them.
Yes. I went there. That can be overwhelming too. Will I go again? No. I don't really care for the magic show.
Right.
I just felt like, okay, I did it once. I'm good.
How did it feel when some of the vendors recognized you?
Well, of course they know.
Was it like a homecoming? Like,
no, it was because they see me place orders so much, so they'll know my name. Like, oh, okay, but that's them actually meeting me in person. Okay. So it was cool for the most part. But the magic show was cool to me. Personally, I wouldn't care to do it again. No, I would want to go to. So they have one in the winter. They have one in August and they would have one in February. All right. So I would want to go to the one in February just to see what the difference is because the one in August is for like the winter, the fall stuff, and then the one in February is for the spring stuff. So I just want to see if it's anything different because most of the vendors on there, you can go. That stuff will hit their site. It's just you're literally pre-ordering your stuff. You can't go home. You can't go home with nothing. You're just pre-ordering.
Oh, okay.
You're just seeing the stuff before it. Yeah. They actually put it out.
A lot of people think it's like a pop-up shop, but it's really not. It's a pop-up shop for you to order inventory. Yeah. It's not a pop-up shop for you to get actual items.
No, you cannot leave with no items.
Yeah.
So everything is a sample. So you tell them, like I said, you're just putting a pre-order in. So, and they'll tell you when it be available, and then once, and then they'll ship it once it's available. So most of the time, if I'm placing an order in August, my pre-order, it depends on when their shipment comes in. You might get it September, October, sometimes November.
Right.
Like, so they normally have a date for it. So it's just a pre-order that you're doing. But you really can wait if you get on your, your wholesale site and it'll hit the, you're just placing it before they put it on the site.
Okay. Before we get out of here, let's just go into the mind of TRJ when it comes to fashion. Now, say it's this event coming up. Do you kind of like, well, not even an event. When you go to the mall and you're searching for something, what is it that you're like? Are you into colors? Are you into, all black, all white? What goes into your mind? Because what I can say is that you don't show a lot of skin unless you go into like Miami. For me, this day and age, I don't care where a female is. She wants to show skin.
So, this is the thing. Just being plus size, it gotta come with confidence.
Okay.
For one. No, everybody's not happy about their body. Somebody hates something on their body or, but, hey, once you're ready to lose that weight, you'll get out there and be like, okay, look, all right, look, I don't want to be like this no more. Let me start doing what I need to do. But as I personally just, as you start gaining weight and you're like, all right, shit, I really have to I'm gonna have to carry my weight well.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't just be out here just looking like anything. You know what I'm saying? So when I go shopping and stuff, I always try to make sure I feel comfortable in what I am.
Right.
I show skin. Yeah, I'm half naked most of the time when I'm out of town, and no people don't know me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna see these people.
Right.
So, my boobs might be out of some on my butt, but I don't know these people. They're not gonna see me. So it's like, it's funny because when I first started the boutique, my original page, my business page was, I was actually doing videos.
Okay.
On just little tips.
Okay.
On, little stuff that a lot of people didn't know, helping just with plus size girl period.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just little tips that I was giving out that, or little stuff in your closet that you can put together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not always you got to go out and buy something, but you probably literally just don't know how to put it together.
Right.
So I just try to make it easier for them. And then, one of our biggest thing with plus size is undergarments, shapewears,
Yeah.
And I always tell people, you literally got to figure out what works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because whatever I put on, that personally might not work for you.
Okay.
So they be like, well, I got that, but that didn't work for me. Okay, well, figure out what works for you. This one works for me.
Yeah.
But I'm just showing you what I wear because you're going to ask me. So I'm just going to personally share it with you. I don't mind sharing anything.
Yeah.
I don't mind helping or, I be having ideas all the time, what I'm saying? So I give my idea, whatever. But I always tell people, you got to literally go out and figure out what works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out what colors and, prints.
Yeah.
Prints, and another thing with I always tell people, us being plus size and, once having a midsection and stuff like that, I always tell people, try to do print dresses because then they'll camouflage your stomach. From being so, if you wear a solid color, it's like, oh, okay, dang, I feel big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you got a little print on, it'll kind of camouflage it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So people don't, so when I was doing that, so that's why I gained my following on my other pages from the videos.
Okay, all right.
And then once I started gaining the following from the videos, that's when I start getting, I was like, okay, well, they asked me where I got this from. Why not just start selling clothes?
Okay.
And they could just get it from me, but I'll try to put different looks together with the outfits. I'm a type of person, I like to put looks together. But of course you always got that one dress or that one jumpsuit you can put on or whatever.
And you do when someone puts something together differently that they buy something from you, you do post them and you like how they put that together.
Yeah, I'll repost, so I have people that before I start selling clothes and different outfit looks out good, they will put the same outfit together.
Okay.
Just off me. I never say, I'm glad I was able to help you because you probably wouldn't even thought to put that together.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? People especially with, us plus size girls, it's hard for us to find cute stuff. Mm-hmm. They gonna give us the grandma looking stuff, and then, no, I don't want that.
Nike tried to jump into plus size. That shit still was small.
Yes,
like they talking about.
And also, it's same thing with plus size men. It's hard to find make that same.
Yeah, I had to go to Burlington and way in Maryland and find these big ass jeans. I'm like 388 now. I can't lie to you. I'm out of the 50 range. I'm like a size 54.
Yeah, so it's like that size you made in that smaller size, just make it in a bigger size.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's just like, I know a lot of certain boutiques and stuff don't cater to plus size, which is okay. Mm-hmm. You know your target, you know your audience. Yeah. I know my audience. No, I couldn't sell a bunch of small stuff because that's not my audience.
Right.
But if I can fit it, they're most likely going to buy it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't always try to, because people are like, oh, you're supposed to, but that's not my target audience. Mm-hmm. So I'll be sitting with all this small stuff and that's not my audience. Yeah. So plus size is my audience.
So you're dedicated not only to your audience, but to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm getting a couple of medium larges or, it just depends on what it is. Right. I have an eye for things and an eye for knowing how something's going to fit on me and how it's going to look, because the people just because you get online and they might not promote plus size, but they sell plus size clothes, but you might not see it on a plus size model. They might not even have a model for it.
Okay.
So when you go to see it, it discourages you from buying it because you don't see it on a plus size model.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm shopping from a smaller site and that's all they sell, I don't expect to see a plus size person in it. So I have to kind of judge it myself.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just have to have an eye for things to just know how to online shop. Online shopping is hard. No, you don't always get it right. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's return policy.
Yeah, it's return policy. And what stops certain people from shopping online is because a lot of these boutiques is no refunds. But you can do an exchange or store credit.
Okay.
Some people can't.
Or just sell the shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a smaller business, no, you probably can't afford to give out refunds.
Mm-hmm.
These big companies can, but I might not can't afford to give out a refund.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So some people don't even let you do exchanges.
No.
You can't. Some of them don't even let you do returns.
Oh yeah.
You know, so it's a person I go above and beyond for my customers.
Yeah, you want to make them happy.
I want to make them happy, even though it might be a final sale. Okay, cool. Just figure out what you want, send it back. I'll exchange.
Your return policy better than Nordstrom, and they return policy vicious.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I don't. So people don't, you know, with customers and say, you know, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, cool. We'll figure it out. Just send it back. You can share, or I'll just give you store credit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got some people, they ain't not even,
no,
they're not budging.
Yeah.
You know, even though it could be a final sale item. When that's final sale, it's final sale.
Yeah,
there ain't no charge.
Yeah,
even though it be a final sale, I still give them the option, just like, okay, just figure out what you want. You know, it's not really about to go back and forth with anything. Or I refund you. It's just, you know, it's not that serious to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Plus, you just want to keep them happy.
You know. Some customers can be vicious.
Yeah.
You know, they
come with the territory.
Yeah, and they be like, I wasn't even wrong, but okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You got this. I think one of the biggest things is dealing with customer service.
Oh yeah.
Everything else is easy.
Yeah.
It's the customer service.
And then you know what? Even when you go to like these jobs and all that, they practice like safety and all that, but they don't really give you. They usually like how you supposed to look and assess the situation, but they really don't teach you how to have customer service. Yeah, they teach you to speak and all that, and smile and all that, but to actually deal with a customer is different.
Yeah, because I have I be sending like if like, you know, it's a history of your customers and what they buy, so I'll know personally on my website like because you know how many times they ordered from you. Yeah, it was. Got a person over from me for like 50 times. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, I know my loyal customers, you know, so sometimes I be throwing extra stuff and they like, at the end of the day, I understand to run a business. It's just clothes. Like, I'm not about to, you know, it's just like, here, it's not to
argue with you.
It's like, if I know you're my loyal client and if it's something else, I might just send like, here, just take it. You know what I'm saying? Because I still have like sample stuff. You know what I'm saying? If they ordered in one color, I might just send them the other color in their size. Like, you know, that stuff don't bother me, you know. I just appreciate you even, you know, because I have customers even, you know, DM was like, can you get this? But it might be from another boutique because they want to buy it from me. And I'm like, well, I would try to find it, but you know, I don't know a lot of these people's vendors either. Everybody has their own set of vendors. You know what I'm saying? But I'll do some searching. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with that. But it's like I can't get everything everybody got. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. But for the most part, I mean, I just try to communicate with them and just try. I mean, I
appreciate all and, and try to give them.
But that's one of the especially with a boutique and clothes, it's that customer service vicious. You got to stay on top of it, you know.
And people want to meet you. I'm trying to instill for her to have a seminar so you guys can get out there and meet the person behind the scenes, the one-man band, Tierra J. Besides the storefront, will you have a fashion show one day?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would.
Can we expect that 6 to 7 months?
I don't
hopefully?
know. I don't know. I'm trying to work on a lot at one time.
We gonna.
It's a storefront, this, that, like. I be having a lot going on. I'm on a mission.
And the last question: will you ever dive into? Well, I wouldn't say plus size. Men.
I do want to sell men clothes. So I did. So on my vendor, I be seeing certain stuff, and I'm like, dang, this look good on a man or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I do want to get in selling men clothes though.
But you will have to change the name because ain't nobody about to purchase for them full figure curves. Hey, where you get that from? Full figure curves? Ain't no way.
Call y'all big dogs.
There you go. Big dog clothing. Yeah.
Now I do want to get into men selling men clothes. I do.
Okay.
I do. I did some personal shopping and styling for customer before I started the whole boutique thing. I was doing that, like consultations and stuff like that. So when I do decide to open up my storefront, I want to make it where I sell undergarments too. So I would wanted to set it up like I'm kind of like a one-on-one personal type person. Like I want to sit down, let's conversate. What's your what you don't like, what you do like, what's your issue, what you have a hard time finding. Like I want to set up like a consultation, but they still can shop too, figure out
find out their identity so you can match it with the fashion.
We gotta put on a couple of outfits to figure out your look, just stuff like that. Cause some people are just not confident with, And then and I feel like me as a plus size girl, I feel like I be playing it safe. Cause I be seeing something, I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, you got it, Slim.
Retribution, you did that.
Oh, you vicious.
Yeah.
If it ain't right, I'm taking it on, putting on something else. You know me, I'll change my outfit. But when my friend Secret said 17 times, was you gonna change your outfit 17 times? I mean, if I got to until I get it right. So, but it's hard because we don't always get the good stuff.
Nah, I mean, you're right. You gotta kind of make it your way. Like, me, I just put on a pair of basketball shorts and a hoodie, and I'm out the house. I don't even need the shoes on. I'm good to go.
You gotta stop that.
Yeah, but I am going to be going to these different events, so I do be probably taking expertise. But I know, Alabama. I let her know every morning, y'all. Every morning, what your Alabama is putting on today.
I just feel like as a plus size girl, you just gotta carry your weight well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just don't be looking like you'll feel better about yourself if you look like Some people just don't, oh, I'm too big for this or this and that or this stuff. I mean, of course, everything don't look right on everybody. Yeah, I might buy something like, all right, no, this didn't look right on me. Oh, let that go. But I mean, I have to make sure whatever I put on or whatever, I make sure I feel comfortable. But it's just come with confidence.
Yeah.
being big, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people don't realize that.
And you do, and to applaud you, because you do a lot of practice on dressing up. Would you, your followers, would you tell them to just do that, even if you're not going anywhere?
So I did. So when I had my page and I used to tell people that just play dress up. Go in your closet, just start putting looks together. It can be the simplest stuff.
Yeah.
And people, I mean, if you got some girls that's a little extra, nothing wrong with that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I get it, but it can be the simple stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That you can put together that's in your closet. Okay. And you be like, oh, okay, if I just added that to it or did this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is a look.
Make it look good.
It make it look different.
I understand that the most littlest things make things a whole lot.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
I'm not a person for a woman to put 100 colors on. I mean, just be. I think plain is the most vicious thing that someone could put on and be vicious at.
Yeah, something simple.
Because I feel it, because you could just feel like that look nice, and then you could probably feel sexy, but then it'd be like, you doing too much. The hat, the glasses, these big ass suits. You got on a motherfucking thermal with a dress shirt with a vest over it. I mean, God damn, shorty.
Those are your extra people.
Yeah, I don't even know what weather you dress for. You know what I mean? But
you have people that overdo it. People just like being extra. They just, where I'm at now, I'm just want to be simple, just keep it moving. But I always tell people, you know, when you're trying to find your look, play dress up.
Yeah.
You know, if you do gotta go out and go shopping for some new stuff, clean your closet out.
Yeah.
You know, go through your closet, just clean that stuff out that you don't wear.
Okay.
You know, and then just start over. Like, okay, let me find my look. Let me figure, you know, what I'm going for.
It's guaranteed the size that you're not right now, you're probably not going to be that next year. So you do need to clean out your wardrobe.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. And I always tell, being plus size, you know, we tend to lose weight. Always get measured often.
Okay.
You know, measure your bra size, you know, your waist, whatever, because you lose weight.
Yeah, because the sizes of that is going to make a difference.
Exactly, exactly.
And when on doubt, men or women, just wear all black.
You can't go wrong with that either.
Yeah, that's something I learned. Hey, somebody come like, man, just wear all black. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not an all black person. I like colors. I like bright colors, dark colors, just anything that looks nice, you know. Okay. But half during the week, I'm not dressed up. I'm even some leggings or a t-shirt, and some slides and a hat.
But you travel, you pack well though.
Yeah. Definitely. When I go out of town, I try to pack my looks and stuff and make sure, you know. But things change when you get there and you start putting different things together. But for the most part, I'm good about, you know, dressing my body.
Okay.
So you also, you know, people, you know, everybody's shaped different. So you got to figure out, you know, how to dress your body type.
Before we go, those who trying to enter the hair game or start a boutique, what advice do you have for them?
The hair game? Just try to stay professional.
Shout out to my man Darnell down in Lorton. Man, he go outside the shop and he passing cards from all the way to the Amazon Fresh, all the way to Glory Days. He trying, hey, I'm right here. This is the time. These are my hours. Okay. And
so what I would say with the hair game, it's a hustle. You know.
Yeah.
You have to literally hustle to you know, make money. So that's what it's all about. And grow your clientele and just promote yourself heavy, because right now with the platform, all these platforms you can promote. Yeah. It shouldn't be no reason why you don't have a client or two. You know.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when I started, it wasn't none of that. You just had to be word of mouth.
Right.
So I built a name for myself. So I was able to, you know, build a clientele or whatever. But like I said, these clients, just because they're your client, they ain't really your client. Right. Them people money. Them people could spend their money wherever they want. Right. So if you working in the shop with a bunch of females and you see your client go to somebody else, don't be mad. I'm pretty sure she'll be back. Yeah. You know, because they flop around. Yeah. So it's no, don't ever get in your feelings about it. Okay. Just, hey, how you doing? Hey, girl, how you been? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I see you next week. You know, that's just how it go. Been there, done that, seen it.
Yeah.
You know, just working in a salon full of females.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't ever get mad because your stylist went to somebody, because your client went to somebody else.
Do you think that these Phoenix suites and all that, you think has been beneficial for hairstylists?
Oh yeah, because it's their own. It's like your own. You know, I'm not knocking, you know, hair salons too. You know, if you have a good group of people that you can work with in a full salon, then by all means, you know.
I think we faded away from that.
Yeah, because the Phoenix, like you said, the Phoenix suites and stuff, so it made it like you don't have to associate with nobody else. It's just you and your client in there. So it's not another stylist. It's only just y'all two. Right, you know, right. So the Phoenix suites just made it for people to feel like they have their own. This is my own suite. This is my own little salon. Supposing you working in somebody else's shop. Okay. Because that's pretty much what you're doing. You know, so if it's not yours. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a little bit different. Some people may just like working into somebody's shop. Some people might just want to work in Phoenix. You know, they got Phoenix Salon Suite, Salon Plaza, all of them different ones, which you know made it easy because you don't have to worry about overhead. Okay, all right. You pay your weekly, and then that's it. They handle the water, all that, whatever need to be fixed. You don't have no overhead. Okay. That's the only good thing about that. All right. You know, so you don't have to worry about that. Supposed to just having having your own, that comes with a lot.
Yeah, it's like having a house.
Yeah.
You're responsible.
You were responsible for everything that goes inside. You gotta pay. It costs. This shit ain't cheap.
It costs to be the boss.
Yes, it is.
And someone that was starting their boutique, what would you say? I mean, will you all? Let me say this: are you gonna have the intro to Full Figure Curves class again?
Yeah, I'm gonna have that. But what I will probably want to do 1-on-ones, because when I first did my classes, we was in here about 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
Just breaking everything down. I literally helped them set up their Shopify. Just the basics. Just help them Shopify. Just help them how to what they need to get on the sites.
Okay.
The LLC, just little basic stuff that they need to know just to get started. And then I showed them, once they got on the site, how you would look for things.
Okay.
Just searching and figure out what you want, how to place your order, how did the packaging go, how to do sample, get your samples and stuff like that. Yeah. So it was just the basic, people just don't know the basic.
Right.
People ready to teach you, but I'm literally teaching you the basic of just getting started. Yeah. I'm not going to teach you no marketing or nothing like that or anything like that. You just
on the back end to start.
Just the back,
The advice that I have for people is just start, man.
Yeah, just start.
Because you're going to learn. Everybody wants to take a class to try to get it in. But it really is not like that. You just got to start and learn as you go. It's things that you're going to do now that you're probably not going to do in the future. But that's just a part of the
because you got these boutiques out here, they making $1 million a year.
Yeah.
If you know how to sell and know what you're doing, it's money in it. It's money in it, and just like doing it. Make sure you like dressing up. Make sure you like talking to people and answering questions they have, and stuff like that. So
because this is you never been live before, and you never really showed face, even when we had the pop-up shop. This is really your first time actually showing face in having an interview and putting yourself out there. Yeah. Exclusive on the G Spot.
Oh, Jesus.
Really appreciate that, big sis. Always looking out for a
Even though it took you forever to get me on here, but it's cool.
I mean, you're a busy woman. What's
that's a lie.
I catch. I know. You know your own siblings. You got me in the right mood, and
in business wise, don't let them taxes catch up with your ass.
You want to give them a little juice about it?
Nah, hell no.
Hey, pay as you go. Yeah.
Hey, it costs. It's gonna cost you, but it'll be worth it. But them taxes, boy.
Uncle Sam always in somebody's pocket.
What? Be on your ass. On your ass.
You managed to break through.
Yeah, because these taxes, boy. It's vicious. It's just if you do become an interpreter or start selling stuff, definitely get you a good accounting.
Okay.
Make sure you stay on top of that. It's a lot.
Because you even had to purchase a condo to adjust.
Yeah,
I remember when you had to save your down payment. You couldn't spend a dollar. You was going through it.
So I had bought my first condo back in 2009. But I only really did it because it's just me. So I ain't really need, I can go to the apartment. I'm good. Yeah. So when I had to I did it because it was going to give me a tax break, but it really didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Me personally, I feel like you got to own multiple houses.
Yeah.
To really get a tax break. Because I ain't getting no tax break. Because the more money you made.
That was somebody that just told you. Learning as you go.
Exactly.
You can check that off the bucket list, but it really, like you said, it wasn't really beneficial.
It wasn't beneficial to me personally. And for somebody else it might have been, but at the age I was and the type of money I was making, and I really, I ain't had no kids and I ain't had none, so just trying to write stuff off and stuff like that. But I was, at the age I was really making some money. So, and, at the time, and another thing, when we were on commission, I wouldn't get taxes taken out.
No.
So,
you had back taxes. So you had back child support.
So we didn't get taxes taken out. So I was pretty much, getting my percentage or whatever. So, but yeah, definitely that. Now, when I was looking to buy, that definitely was hell, because they didn't want you to spend no money and all this other stuff.
You was going through it.
What? I told the lady I don't want it. I did. I told her, I don't even want it.
I remember like it was yesterday, man. You used to be in the mall every day or whatever time you get off of whatever you can buy online. But man, for you to say that money, man, I swear to God, you almost broke down the house.
I was like, when I say, should I pay my taxes or should I buy this house? It was gonna be either or. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But for the most, that was hell. All that.
But for the taxes, would you advise just have someone just pay as you go, just put or save money?
I'm not a tax expert, but this is just from my experience. I would definitely say, because you have it where you can pay quarterly.
Okay.
If you can try to first, well, it depends on who doing your taxes and how much you're making for you to even pay back anything. Mm-hmm. If they doing it the right way or whatever, you got to pay back nothing. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason, with booth rent, it's a little bit different. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're taking all cash, you can pretty much, Yeah. But with y'all using like these style seats and all that stuff, that's gonna give you a 1099.
Right.
So at one point I was taking cash in 1099. Okay. I mean, I was taking cash in doing card. Mm-hmm. So when I started doing that, and I'm like, oh nah, I can't. I don't want to do no more cards. Mm-hmm. Cause y'all not gonna keep giving me a 1099 for this month. Nah.
Right.
So I pushed myself away that and did all cash.
Okay.
That's just my personal experience. Yeah. Because like I said,
the 1099 helps you get things. Cars, houses.
What happened with the 1099? The 1099 is just really showing you what you made for the year.
I know, but I'm saying that if people want proof of income.
When with us, showing proof of income, we would show our income taxes in like bank statements. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you don't have a W-2. Mm-hmm. So that's how that works. So because when I was on commission, I was getting 1099. Okay. So that was another thing. Like I said, I wasn't getting taxes taken out or anything like that. So, but then, then I moved to booth rent, but then we were still taking cards and squares. So people don't realize, like, when you use them style seats and all them credit cards and all that stuff is going to give you a 1099. Okay. Yeah. And because pretty sure they're going, because now they didn't already file their taxes for it. So it's in the system.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A couple of jewels for y'all.
And then also with hairstylists, like, get your accountant, whatever, like I said, everybody doesn't always owe taxes. But also with us, we don't have a retirement plan or 401k. Okay. So when I first started here, getting my accountant set me up, you set up your own IRA. Okay. That's your retirement as a hairstylist. They put money into it. Yeah. In the hair game, people don't really teach you the financial part of what you need to do to, of course we have to have our own insurance, have our own this and own that, so people don't be understanding that. Yeah. So that comes with a lot too.
Chia J intro, a life of a hairstylist. I'm like definitely because you be seeing them hairstylists and them barbers ball out because they got that income, but like you say, you're not setting yourself up for the long run, and you sitting in the chair and you collect that Social Security check when you should have been collecting that retirement check. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, they definitely have stuff for you to, have put money aside and all that stuff for you guys and people. But some stylists don't even know that. But like I said, because they just taking cash. Okay. But you got to also, like I said, you need that tax return for you to get stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you have an accountant for that, because you can't just go and be like, oh, I want to buy this. But you ain't got no papers or nothing to show because you didn't collect it all cash. Yeah. They need to see some type of form or something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I give them. They normally ask for tax return if you don't have a pay stub or whatever. Okay. And then they might ask for like bank statements. Yeah. But that's really it, Just make sure you on top of that tax thing.
I want to appreciate for having you. I thank you, my sister, aka my mother, my
you don't listen to nobody anyway, so
if it is anybody, I listen to you. I just don't listen to. I just won't show you I'm listening to you in front of you, but I'll listen to you behind your back. I mean, that's every sibling though. You can't knock them for that. I'm not about to show you were correct. One time.
That's your problem.
Yeah, this is the G spot.
Oh, one more thing. When you start in your boutique, build your audience first.
Okay.
I feel like build your audience before you just jump out there, so they know what to look for.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So,
as in, like, have you to just start posting your outfits?
Yeah, just start posting your outfit, and then just go and lead into,
because people will buy a whole bunch of items and just be stuck with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. The G Spot 32, it is online. You can order it. Somebody else is handling it. It's a whole other department. I don't even see it, but you get those sweaters and those shirts. If I see you in public, I'll cash up you $10 if I see you have it on. Yeah, this is true. Don't tell nobody how to buy. But coming soon, definitely more from 4 Figure Curves. I am going to hold you accountable for the fashion show because people want to see you. People want to get to know you. You even see rappers, lawyers, all that. Everybody wants to know when and where and why did you start this. So we're going to get Sierra to be more going out and meeting people and et cetera, et cetera. So again, thank you. Keep doing it. Keep up the good work. I'm pretty sure your mother and father are proud of you. I still ain't shit yet. I'm working on it. This one was a good one. This one was a very special one. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. My assistant is fired already.